NHL trading deadline is Friday afternoon, 12 noon West Coast time. There have been 42 trades made already in the National Hockey League. Can't believe how many huge names have been moved to other teams. It's really stunning. And as I say, there's still trades probably out there. Some teams are moving guys because they can't pay them. Vancouver trades I should say Chicago trades Patrick Kane to the New York Rangers. Guy's got 434 career goals. He was going to be a walk free agent at the end of the season. Chicago's in total rebuild mode. The New York Rangers just give up significant amount of currency to get him. Then they turn around and they get the very controversial St. Louis Blues forward, Vlad Tarasenko. Tarasenko's a goal scorer, but there's an attitude, there's a work ethic issue. St. Louis got tired of him. So the Rangers are a pretty good team in a really tough place. The Northeast Division is just a war zone. Rangers go get Patrick Kane and Vlad Tarasenko. Toronto, which has got all this wealth and all this firepower, seems to still be missing something. They trade for St. Louis's captain, Ryan O'Reilly. Big guy, physical guy, great face-off guy, 30-goal scoring guy. He goes into the Maple Leaf lineup, and boy, they are so strong down center ice, which you really need. Islanders made the first big trade. They got Bo Horvat. The Vancouver has salary cap problems, just could not re-sign. Horvat's already signed an 8-year contract extension to stay with the Islanders. That's a 30-goal scorer that the Islanders got. Then the Devils went out because San Jose is elected to go in a rebuild mode, and they did not want to pay Timo Meier $10 million next season. That's a 30-goal scorer. Could probably wind up with 45 goals before the end of the year. He goes to the New Jersey Devils. The strange one was what happened to Jonathan Quick, the cornerstone goaltender, won the Stanley Cup for the LA Kings. He got traded on Wednesday night to the Columbus Blue Jackets in a shocker of a deal. He was broadsided by this. He's really upset. He got traded to Columbus, and then he wakes up in the morning on Thursday morning, and Columbus trades him to Las Vegas. He will be the starting goaltender for a really good team, the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Now, Jonathan Quick is not quite the same goaltender that he was when he backstopped the LA Kings into the Stanley Cup and got them that ring, but still a pretty good player. I think one day they will retire his uniform back in Los Angeles, but he was really broadsided by that. Edmonton needs help. They got those great goal scorers led by Connor McDavid, and they've just never been able to keep the puck out of them. They trade for a Nashville defenseman and Mattias Ekhorn. Then the Kings, in the quick trade, wind up getting a goaltender, Joonas Korpisalo. He comes from Columbus in the initial Jonathan Quick trade. They also get a defenseman in that deal. That should help them. The Kings are on the periphery of being a pretty good team. They're not a dominant team like the 46-win Boston Bruins team, but the Kings are pretty good, and if Korpisalo can be their hot goaltender down the stretch and in the postseason, that will help. And then late on Wednesday night, Ottawa, which is right on the periphery of being in the playoffs and been down for a long time, made a huge trade to get Jakob Chychrun. Arizona Coyotes, who've been in fire sale mode, they wind up getting him. Those are all all-star players. Those are all big names. All got traded at the deadline. You and I talk about how great the baseball trading deadline is and what the NFL and NBA trading deadlines have become. Hockey has now become the same thing, but hockey's dealing guys. We're talking name marquee 30 and 40 goal scoring guys or star goaltenders. They're trading them because they can't re-sign them. Guys, price tag on players is going to 10, 11 million a year. These clubs don't want to do it or can't do it. So I've never seen so many names get traded at once. And you're talking guys been following hockey for his whole life.
Yeah. I mean, all these guys getting traded, based on your analysis of the NHL, which teams have improved the most and have put themselves in a position to have a really good shot at the Stanley Cup?
Well, because the Northeast is so tough, led by the Boston Bruins, you're the New York Rangers, you got to do something based on what Boston's been doing. And so therefore you have to rent guys. And that's what the Patrick Kane thing is. He's age 34. So maybe you rent him for 2 years, you sign him, and maybe he and Tarasenko bring firepower in immediately. It kind of pushes you to the top. But the business of the NHL has changed so drastically. And there may be more deals still out there between now and Friday at 12 noon West Coast time.